The Chiro Office appointment window. Hi, I'm Sean, your Chirosoft e-learning specialist, and I'd like to welcome you to this ChiroPad TV instructional video on the Chiro Office appointment window. Today, you'll learn how to create appointment templates, schedule appointments, move or reschedule appointments, black out sections of the appointment book, and schedule a potential patient appointment. In order to schedule appointments, we need to set up an appointment template. Setting appointment templates lets your system know what time the doctor sees patients on any given day. Open the appointment templates by clicking Tools, Catalogs, and choosing Appointment Templates. Select the provider from the provider list box. Here, we can choose our scheduling interval. I will choose the default 15-minute interval. Next, we specify how many patients can be scheduled per 15 minutes. 3 patients per interval is the default. Once we've selected the options for working in the morning and afternoon, click Generate to create our working template. Now that we have our working template, we can make any final adjustments. Choose a day that these hours applies to, and click Add All to apply the schedule, and click Save. Continue adding the schedule to each day that applies. Remember to save for each day. You can make adjustments and regenerate the working template to accommodate half days or weekend hours. Set the number of slots required by a new patient visit. Let's take a look at the general layout of the appointment window. From the Chiro Office front desk window, click the appointment icon in the upper left corner. You can work in the appointment window with or without a patient file open. If you have a patient open, the appointment grid will be displayed in blue and white. Without a patient open, it'll appear gray and white. The appointment window opens to today's date. In the upper left, you can choose to look at the entire clinic schedule or a single provider view. The calendar shows 3 months at a time. To show a schedule for another day, simply click the desired date. You can move further forward or back with these arrows. The print screen button does exactly what you would expect. It prints the screen. If you have a patient file open, you can click the binocular to display the patient's entire appointment history. This is helpful in identifying patients who stray from their treatment plan. In some instances, the doctor may be unable to see patients during normal hours. If the doctor is going to be out of the office, you can black out sections of the appointment schedule. Choose the appropriate provider from the provider drop list. Select the desired time slot or slots. You can select a range by clicking the start and end times while holding the shift key. When the proper range is selected, simply right-click and choose Blackout Selected Range. You can add a remark to explain the blackout and click Save. To reactivate a blackout, right-click on the word blackout and choose Reactivate Blackout Range. To schedule a patient, we first have to have the patient's file open. Go ahead and open a patient file and click the appointment button to open the appointment window. To schedule the appointment, choose the day and double-click the desired time. There are a couple options available when you're scheduling an appointment. You can type in custom remarks or choose a pre-existing remark from the drop list. To further automate the checkout process, you can choose the treatment plan that the patient will receive on that visit. Doing this will optionally add the proper codes for the therapy in the transaction window upon checking out the patient. You can also choose the current ChiroPad treatment information by choosing ChiroPad plan from this drop list. Choosing Chiro Office plan will add the most current plan from appointments on file. You can schedule up to 15 visits at once by selecting the day or days of the week, frequency, and number of visits. Click Create to see all of these future appointments. When you click the Save button, all selected appointments will be filed. When a potential patient calls to schedule an appointment, it's not necessary to get all of their personal information before they arrive. You can schedule a potential patient by simply right-clicking on the time and choose Schedule Potential Patient. Just add the patient's name and phone number and click OK. Once you have an appointment scheduled, you may find that you have to change it. To move an appointment time during the same day, simply right-click the appointment and choose Move to a new time or provider for today. Next, right-click on the new appointment time and choose Move there, whatever the original time was, to here. If a patient cancels their appointment or reschedules for a different day, you must resolve the appointment. Right-click the appointment and choose Resolve Appointment, View Log. If you're canceling an appointment, you choose a remark from the list or type your own custom remark. Set the status to something other than open, and the appointment will be resolved. If you're rescheduling the appointment, you simply proceed to schedule the new appointment as normal. If the patient was simply late, you can choose only to add a comment to the appointment log. Right-click the appointment and choose Resolve Appointment, View Log. You can type freely in the log area. When you're finished, simply leave the status open. You can additionally set a reminder with the next alert drop list. This will remind you about the unresolved appointment at the time you choose.